Yeah, so we have the ingredients here: garlic, onion, ginger, red bell pepper, carrots, potatoes, green peas. We have the pork liver and also the pork. We also need water and oil. Plus, of course, we will also use soy sauce and vinegar later. And of course, pepper, black pepper, and salt. Okay, so we're going to heat the oil and then add the garlic and ginger. Let's just saute them until it's fragrant. We don't want to brown them because that will like give us a burnt taste. And then we have now here onion. Also, just until the onion is translucent. We don't want to burn anything out here. So just keep on sauteing them. Okay, so this is almost done. We're using shallots here. These are very pungent, and then we're going to add the pork. So we're adding the pork because we have to make sure that it will be tender and make sure that it's totally cooked. We're not adding the liver yet because the tendency is if we add them now, the liver will become very rubbery and it's going to be very hard to bite on, and it's not good. Alright, so I'm adding salt here so that we could make sure that every piece of the meat has flavor. And then I'll just keep on sauteing this until it's all seared, and I'm going to add pepper. I just want to make sure that every bite of the pork has this peppery, salty taste in it. And we'll basically just saute it so that it can sear the flavor in. And then we'll wait for it to become tender. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of water so that we can submerge the um, pork strips under the water, and we can let it simmer so that it can help tenderize the meat. And then we're gonna leave this for approximately 20 to 30 minutes, depending really on how long it'll take for the pork to become fork tender. All you need to do is just use a fork and then test it every now and then. And if you feel that the softness or the tenderness is already what you want to achieve, then you can add liver and can add the liver and also the vegetables. Alright, so at this point, as you can see, I'm now going to add soy sauce. That's probably a quarter and a half or quarter cup of soy sauce there. That will add color to our pork. And I'm just going to incorporate everything over there. And then I'm just gonna let it simmer for a little bit so that the flavor of the soy sauce can penetrate the pork. Okay. Alright. And then I'm adding the carrots. I'm also going to add the potatoes right here. There you go. And then I'm going to add, or I'm going to like spread it out a little bit. And then I'm going to add the liver right there. There you go. So I'm adding it up along with the vegetables because I just want to make sure that the liver cooking time will be the same with the vegetables, because like what I said earlier, I don't want to overcook the liver because it becomes very rubbery if you tend to overcook it. So there. I'm going to just make sure that the liver and the vegetables are touching the moisture, which is the water that we put in earlier, and the soy sauce, because that liquid right there has a lot of flavor, which is basically the salt, the onion, garlic, the pepper that we put in earlier, and the soy sauce. So we want to make sure that every piece of the dish that we are cooking has the flavor that we're trying to achieve. Okay, so I have here I think all the liver already submerged. I'm going to add now the vinegar. So I'm going to add the vinegar. I want you guys to, oh no, sorry, that's not a vinegar, that's actually fish sauce for added flavoring. Just because I love fish sauce. If you don't want, then you can just use plain salt. This is where I add the vinegar. So one thing that you have to remember about vinegar is when you add it, just leave it alone. Do not try to stir the dish. Do not move it at all. Just let the heat cook the vinegar. Okay? There you go. And then right after probably 1.5 minutes of cooking, as you can see, it's really boiling. Then you can go and have a little stir, or stir it up a little bit, the dish that we're making here. There you go. So there. I've also added dry bay leaves or dahon ng laurel. That is also one of the key ingredients in making igado. Okay. And now it's time to stir. I want to make sure that the liver are all submerged in that very flavorful liquid. I'm gonna add more pepper here because pepper is actually the key taste. The peppery taste of the peppers is the key taste of the igado. And there you go. So this is actually the final results of igado served with steamed rice